Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. I have always enjoyed flipping over the calendar page to a new month. I love a new month. Just like I like Mondays, but like more so. So November 1st, I'm happy to see you. Like, I'm pretty much also that person that the day after Christmas, I feel like Christmas is over too. I'm like, okay, time to clean it up. So time to clean up October. Didn't really make too much of a mess in October, although I probably should admit to myself that this full moon, what a friggin' banger, man. So illuminated, so big, such a beast, shining that bright light on all of our shadows, right? So I have to admit that, yeah, I certainly was triggered at Friday and had a little bit of a tantrum. And oh, hello, here's your old money issues and unsupportive issues. And like always, I chew through them and then I move on to something different and like forget about them, hopefully forever, and if they come back up again, well, so be it. But anyways, that's all you can do. I just keep on gnawing on my things and then, move on. So I was thinking to myself, how about an angelic herb to start off the month? And I was like, well, I don't know. I was like, and then I'm doing the math. I'm like, you know what? This year's like over. And I was like, well, you got like 3 more, I think. So like maybe it would be a good idea to do a new one. And I opened it up and I see who it is. It's Archangel Haniel. Doesn't she have a full moon behind her? Like she's like aqua teal and grayish purple. Like that's her colors on this top card. I didn't even look at the bottom cards yet. And I was like, there it is. There's my confirmation, because this full moon was ginormous in the sky, and I feel like we have to just admit this one definitely affected us, me, myself, and I. So anyways, the other thing that I was like, holy crap, I guess I do have to do this Archangel. Guess what it says on the card? Honor your feelings. And that's what I was talking about Friday and Thursday night at my ladies' night. Like, I'm not always sure if I'm feeling it or I'm thinking it. And that's part of my personal work, to decipher that and to be, more observant where the, quote, feeling is coming from. Because, like, sometimes you can feel, like, I think, let's see what I mean? I'm confusing the words, too. Am I feeling like I love you, or do I just think that I love you? And I notice this a lot when I sit down with my Grateful Goddess appreciation journal and at night, and I'm supposed to write 5 things down that I was really grateful or thankful for, that gave me the warm fuzzies, or I just loved. And I'm like, okay, like I know I should be grateful for this thing, but did it actually make me like feel like love in my heart? Did it actually make me feel joy? Was I actually like lit up, or am I just reaching and searching for things that I'm trying to be grateful for? Now, I see the benefit in either one. So I write 5 things down, even if I wasn't like jumping for joy or had tears in my eyes or welled up with infinite love and bliss inside. I'm still looking for like any inkling of anything that I could be happy about and could be thankful about. But I have to notice a difference. I'm like, whoa, like these 4, like were okay moments, but this moment right here, I actually did feel pretty happy in that moment. And so anyways, and so I'm thinking about like my past lover, and I'm like, do I think like, do I actually love him, or do I just think that I love him or loved him? Like, when you think back on things, like, were you actually feeling connection, or were you just thinking you were? So anyways, I've had this topic of feelings for a few days now, and trying to get more in touch with mine, and actually trying to feel more, and not just think about things, but feel about things. And on this card, she says, honor your feelings. So I was like, all right, fine. We're hanging out with Archangel Haniel today. Haniel. Haniel. I feel like that's maybe how you say it. And she really wants us to honor our feelings. So that's why she's got like this watery aqua lotus crystal she's handing us. She looks like she could reside in the water realm easily. She's got this full moon behind her. Full moon to me always represents the tugging and pulling of emotions. And yeah, sometimes it's too much, and we're a little edgy and bitchy and go crazy and dance naked under the moon. Not me, it was like 30 degrees. But although I was just outside now, 40 degrees, and I thought it felt good. Of course, I was sipping on black tea and wearing my hot pink poncho. Still, I've just worn it all weekend. Since I put it on Friday in my bitch mode, I just have been wearing the hot pink poncho for a few days, and then I'll wash it and put it back in the drawer until it calls me again. But anyways, so yeah, honor your feelings. And so that's why, like, a lot of times, like, when I have a tantrum or a bad moment with you every 3 weeks, I don't really like get stuck on like apologizing for it, because, well, that is how I was feeling, and I honor myself and my feelings. And, well, you know, as long as I wasn't lashing out too hard, there's usually not a reason to say sorry. Because you shouldn't feel bad for what you're feeling. You need to honor your feelings. Okay, so I'm gonna put her up at the top. That's gonna be the message that like overlights this hangout with Archangel Haniel. How are you feeling? How did the full moon leading up to it last night? How did you feel? How do you feel today coming off of it? How do you feel turning the calendar into a new month? And apparently it's only 7:40 right now, because the clocks have changed themselves, you know, to go back and fall back. So anyways, that makes me look like more of a champion, and I appreciate it. I've been trying to get up earlier, and now like it actually might happen for me because of the daylight savings. So we've got 3 other Haniel cards. Now she is a blonde, delicate thing, and all of these cards reminds me of the young Lynn V. Andrews, very much so. Last night I'm reading her book, and she's in Australia, and I just am captivated by the dream time. And so before I fell asleep last night, I said to myself, I will remember my dreams and pay attention to the messages. And aren't they like so stupid though? Do you know what I mean? So I was like kind of like shopping, and I don't know, man, it was like this whole checkout scene. But I feel like in the dream, what I was supposed to be paying attention to was what I was purchasing, why I was purchasing things. I got a glimpse of myself in the mirror. I was completely covered in glitter. It wasn't really my face. Like, it kind of looked like Demi Lovato, or, you know, that, like, that round face. I had, like, more of a round face. But it was still my perspective in the dream, but I was, like, so glittery. And then at the very end of the dream, there was all these dirty clothes to the left of the checkout, and, like, skid-marked underwear, and, like... like really bad. Like, I've never seen anything quite like that. And I don't know, it's like, okay, so what was the point of that? But the point at first, I think, is just noticing. And so if you want to work with your dreams in the dream time, it might not make sense at first, but it's like just practice in noticing what's there. Hold on, I hear my water boiling. Notice everything today, you guys. Let me go get that. Make some tea. All right, I went with some lavender stress release tea because it was like, she's got this lavender background and this lavender kind of feel to her, purplish, calming though, very interesting energy on the table. So the other thing that I want to say that's interesting synchronistically is yesterday I drove to Clarion to clean an office, and it just felt like it took like forever to get there, even though the day was nice. Like sometimes I think I just wish I lived closer to where I worked. Like it would make it seem less like work, because it just sometimes the work's not hard at all, but like getting there and you know what I mean? Like it's a chunk of time. And I said to my mom, like, like on the way home, I was like, how haven't we figured out how to teleport yet? You know? And then last night I literally saw in a vision that I was sitting with someone at my table and I wanted a crystal, so I just put my hand towards the crystal and then the crystal came to my hand. Okay, so I had those two things yesterday. Well, today I open up danielscranton.com to see like if there's something for me to read today, because on Sundays he doesn't always do a video, but he'll post something on his blog, so I just read it. I just make a video for my YouTube for it, and it's continue to practice using your abilities. And no shit, he talks about telepathy, telekinesis, and teleportation. And I'm just like, I know you see, I told you the Arcturians and I are always on the same page. And so anyways, aren't synchronicities so fun? That's another thing that Archangel Haniel is going to want to talk to us about today. Sensitivity, being extra sensitive to energies and emotions. Honor yourself and your feelings, okay? But also just kind of how we can use that emotions and energies. Like if you aren't sensitive, how are you going to telepathically communicate with somebody or receive the message? Like think about some of these things require a certain level of sensitivity. So say like you get tarot cards or oracle cards, or you know, it's within your intuition, within your sensitivities, that you're going to pick up on these energies and emotions and messages. And sometimes your guides are not in your face. I would say most of the time they're not. And you have to be extra sensitive to even pick up on anything. And it's like maybe you already are extra sensitive. You can totally tell how someone's feeling. And why? Because that's kind of like one of your superpowers. So she wants to talk about that. And then, so she's got sensitivity, moon cycles. We're going to talk more about moon cycles with another card too. Noticing how the moon affects your energy and your manifestations. And then don't just notice it, but capitalize upon these cycles. So that's the whole point, like eventually, of me figuring out that like new moons, full moons, they make me feel usually a certain way. Okay, that's good to know, because we can warn everybody that you're gonna be a bitch. But why not capitalize on this energy? You know, and like last night, did you just basically have to have a full moon orgasm, or was it just me? Like, it's like we really have to understand ourselves and the cycles and the energies, and then capitalize upon them. So if the full moon brings forth a lot of energies, do something with it. Capitalize upon the cycles. Know when to rest, know when to create, know when to cast spells, know when to let things go, know when to start new projects, and know for yourself personally It don't matter who wrote what in a book. You have your own guidelines that you need to get to know. So if you read that the new moon does this, this, and that, but you're like, well, I don't know if it does that for me, then it fucking doesn't do that for you. Don't take anyone's word for anything. And I feel like that's a message too of Archangel Haniel coming in. It's like you need to honor your feelings, yourself, what works for you, what's true for you. And good job, everybody, for having your own experiences and writing books about them. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's anybody else's experience. Just because I'm a cunt face bitch during the new moon doesn't mean that you have to be. That could be like the crescent moon for you. All right, and then the last card, or maybe I'll start with this first. It's passion. She wants to talk about trusting and following your renewed passion in your love life and your career. And so I guess that's another reason why it just felt really good to have Archangel Haniel here with us the first day of the month, right? A new life has started for November for you and me and everyone. Right? It's so new that we're fucking with the clocks and we're turning them back. And it's like, okay, good. Let's start again. If you want to wait till tomorrow, Mondays are perfect to start again. That's why every Monday we get a new herb of the week. I mean, sage was awesome this past week. We could hang out with sage for the rest of our lives. But personally, I get off on the newness. I love a new relationship every 7 days with another herb, right? A new beginning. Don't wait for January 1st to make resolutions. You can start that every week, right? So trust and follow your renewed passion. Maybe you need to renew it. Maybe you need to figure out how and when your new week starts, right? So be sensitive to your feelings. I'm excited to learn more about who Archangel Haniel is. I've seen her in my decks forever, but I'll be honest, I never really thought I needed to connect with her directly. But for whatever reason this year, I've decided to just focus a little bit more on the archangels. I have the angelic herb or angelic herbs. I'm not even sure what it is on Instagram. When I'm done with these last 3, I don't know what I'm doing with that page. Okay, so what was the whole point of all of this? I mean, what's the whole point of anything some days? That's how I feel some days. All right, so let's go back up to this beautiful purplish aqua. Man, it's such great colors. This card is from Angel Prayers by Kyle Gray, and all of the angels in his deck are super edgy, and her hair is bluish, like people who bleach their hair and then color it either gray or light blue. She's rocking it. She's totally rocking it. She's absolutely gorgeous in all of these cards. So I feel like her energy is gentle, and that would, definitely be with the moon energy, feeling energy, sensitivity. But and then in this passion card, she has rainbow colored wings. She has the biggest, blondest, curly, full, fluffy hair in this card too, and she's got kind of reddish Indian gypsy fabric clothes on, and so she comes off in a lot of different lights, absolutely. And the moon cycle, she's got 3 lit birds doves around her, and then in the sensitivity card, she's got 2 white swans in the background, lots of birds flying around. She's got a harp. Yeah, you guys, she's playing a harp. All right, so I'll try to tell you all the details that come up. I was happy to get up a little bit earlier this morning. I appreciate Spirit waking me up, and I appreciate me having the motivation to get up. I don't jump out of bed. I lay there and breathe and meditate, and like I even turned on the heating pad for 5 minutes on my lower back, like just to like really get into my body and be comfortable in my body. But I am proud of myself for actually getting my ass out of bed. And so, yeah, like it's 7:54 now. That makes, like I said, man, I'm feeling like a champion. All right, so honor your feelings. Archangel Haniel, who is she? Haniel is a goddess archangel of the moon. Her name means the grace of God. And she's a powerful angelic force that helps us access our gifts and talents. She can help us unlock our empathetic and intuitive abilities. But in order for this to happen, we have to connect with the deepest emotions we're feeling now. Let Haniel support you in this and allow her moonlit aura to help you shine with grace. So, we're coming off the full moon here. You might be thinking, I still completely feel immersed in it. See, I have such a build up to the full moon. Like I can feel myself come off of it, but sometimes it takes a couple of days, So if you're still feeling that full moon, pulling, tugging, shining its light on your deepest, darkest, it doesn't have to be dark, but let's say deepest emotions. But I did say dark. So it's like, hey, whatever you're feeling, can you honor them? Can you connect with what you're actually feeling now? Can you be honest with what you're feeling now? Can you shine with grace let her support you. She says, feel supported. Feel supported to honor your feelings. This is what has to happen in order for us to unlock our intuitive abilities, to unlock our empathic abilities, our gifts, our talents. For those to be unlocked, we first have to connect with the deepest emotions we are feeling now. So, like I said, I love this so much because just this week in real time, I'm having the realization that I don't always feel anything, or I'm out of touch with what I'm feeling, or I literally am just a numb bitch, and I just sometimes do not have feelings. And so I myself have made intentions to allow myself to become more of a feeling being. Basically, I've allowed myself to become more human. I'm allowing myself to become a human being, you guys. Congratulations, Sadie. Why not? Because that's the key. That is the key to unlocking certain abilities. So do it. Honor your feelings. Feel your deepest feelings. Your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift from God. You are being encouraged to clear your emotions out by honoring how you feel and being honest with yourself. You will then be able to express who you truly are and will come into alignment with the gifts and talents you have to share with the world. So that's what Archangel Haniel is here to say, that you're allowed to be emotional. You're allowed to have your full moon moments, and it's completely natural to express your emotions. So allow it to flow. The angels are encouraging you to acknowledge how you feel and express that in a positive and loving way. So it's like, that's what it is for me. Love more, feel more, joy more, laugh more, be happy more, enjoy more, love more. It's like this endless cycle that just keeps repeating. that's what we want to do. That's who we want to be. You are a sensitive soul, says Archangel Haniel, and probably more sensitive at this time, but this is great. This is great, she says. When you express your emotions, you're expressing how much you care about a situation. And when you begin to acknowledge how you feel, you come into a deeper alignment with yourself. So it's like on all levels, we want to figure out ourselves. And usually we focus on, we be focusing here at hell on figuring out our shit. We do. But I think we got most of that sorted through, haven't we? We got it pretty much figured out. We are certainly well aware of our own bullshit. And now it's like, all right, let's go into another realm. Let's go into the realm of feelings and moon cycles and passion and sensitivity and intuition. Let us find more gifts from God. Let us clear more emotions with an intention to come into deeper alignment with ourselves and really even know ourselves even more of who we truly are. So yeah, we are feeling beings. And that's what the Arcturians have been talking about too. It doesn't matter if we think differently. As humans, we pretty much can all relate to feelings, regardless like of different viewpoints and perspectives. The place where we're all going to come together and feel united and connected and actually be able to relate with each other is through feelings. Feeling our feelings, talking about our feelings, feeling more. Hey, I love it. Feeling more, thinking less. Feeling more. Allow yourself to feel. All right, so Archangel Haniel is the goddess archangel of the moon, whose name means the grace of God. All right. A goddess archangel of the moon. Nice. All right, let's see what Doreen Virtue has to say. Now, the next three cards are all from the same deck called Archangel Oracle cards. And that's the passion, moon cycles, and sensitivity. So let's stick with our moon cycles. I have her directly under. Yeah, I do. I feel the big moon. Like I said, not to be Sadie TMI Cherico, but it was like, yeah, last night, like I definitely had to have a full moon orgasm. And really, my hormones have hit the floor, like in my own personal life. I think it's just like I'm trying to subdue them because, like, you know, in my mind, I feel like I need a man. And I want to, like, get my hormones wrangled in so I can just focus on my spiritual work right now. I know. Can you believe that I'm even saying this? Well, that's what happens when you go over 200 days. You finally become Sister Mary Sadie. And, yeah, I don't think I'd go that far. But, yeah, I do want to, like, kind of change it up for myself. Maybe get rid of some limiting beliefs or some old beliefs that I had. And so something that I noticed last night, and just fast forward 2 minutes if you don't want to hear about my orgasm. But like, you know, I was like, I could feel that my body was being pulled by the moon. The moon wanted me to have one. I was like, I totally get it. I'm like, but I was like, I don't feel like having a fantasy about a man. And I was like, my guidance system or higher self or whatever completely acknowledged that and was like, good, it's time to have an orgasm in a different way. It's time to reroute this passion in a different way. It's time to use your mind less and just tap into energy more and your feelings and feel the moon. And it's like, if you've always needed like a fantasy in your head to have an orgasm, it's like, okay, stop making love to a person and start making love to the universe. Make love to energy. Just let the energy come in you. And literally, there was like a moment where I was like speaking in tongues. I have no idea what the hell happened last night. But anyways, it was good for me. And it's like the less I can get out of my head thinking that I have to have a special relationship. Even the Course in Miracles was talking about that this week. That is something that our egos do to us. We think we have to have a special relationship, and then, you know, putting one up on the pedestal does not help any of the others. And I don't know, I'm only on chapter 15 or 16, so don't listen to me about the Course in Miracles yet. I'm only halfway through the book. But it's just, I'm just saying synchronistically in my life, I can feel like there's something ready to change in me. And I feel like it all is going to be under the intention, umbrella, and purpose of me stepping into my power. So if in the past, yes, this is true for me, being with somebody seems to take away my power, right? And it's like, I want the sex, I want the connection, but then it takes my power away somehow. So that's my inner sexual work that I'm working on, stepping into more of my power without anyone else. As a matter of fact, without it even hardly being human. Like literally just having an orgasm with the moon. I know, and you thought I was weird already. But it's like, oh my gosh, like this could totally be something different that could help me heal a lot of this ego human stuff, that could really get me out of this longing, right? I don't need to long for anybody else. As a matter of fact, I don't even need anybody else, and I don't even need them in my head. I don't even need to use them as a springboard or a fantasy or like nothing. So this is progress for me. And it definitely, I think, has a lot to do with a lot of the other things that I'm entertaining right now in my life. And so I love it. I love it, love it, love it when everything gets woven and interconnected and joined together. And you can start to see things differently. You can't always put them into words. I mean, there's some stuff that have going on that I have not found the words for. Like, what is happening here? Why am I attracted to this teaching or this learning or this feeling? And I really feel like hopefully sooner than later, over the next couple of months, I really get into more meditation, more dream time experiences, more, yes, making love to the universe and feeling that energy within me. And finally, for the love of fucking God and Goddess and all things holy, standing in my power, standing in my passion, using all of my gifts. And then, then life is gonna feel, seem, and be a lot different than what it has been in 2020. So anyways, just felt like I wanted to express all that while my Daniel Scranton video is being uploaded. Yep, okay, we're uploaded onto YouTube. Boy, I had to reread that one a couple of times because there was big words in it. Why is it telepathic, but then it's telepathy? That really pisses me off. I hate the human language. Okay, so anyways, good. Then maybe we'll just stop speaking English and just start making grunts and whatever language comes in during full moon orgasms, whatever the hell that was. We'll just use that from now on. Would you still listen to my podcast if like I was like, ooh, yatatea, like for like 20 minutes? All right, so passion, moon cycles, sensitivity. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Which one should we start with? Oh, I already said moon cycles. So yeah, notice how the moon affects your energy and your manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. That's a good word that's a good use of the word capitalize. Yeah, make it your business to know how the moon affects your energies, and then use it to your advantage. Archangel Haniel says, the full moon is a perfect time to release anything you're done with. The new moon is the time to focus on manifesting desires and intentions. And the evening before the full moon is an optimal time for healing and for recharging healing instruments such as crystals and oils. Spend time looking at the moon and notice how you feel in relationship to its cycles. As you discover the moon's connection with your vitality and moods, you'll be more in touch with its divine magic. So yeah, getting in touch. I mean, I have been asked to keep a moon journal for like 4 years now. I'm not, okay? But I should. I really should keep a moon journal. And I know it. But guess what? I am one of those kids. I'm one of those teachers that it's like, I get it. Like, I get it, but I still don't, you know? You know, if you know something's bad for you, but you still do it anyways. Yeah, it's like that same mentality. Yeah, I know I'd benefit from keeping a little bit of a journal and a little bit more closer track. But just even kind of coming on it in my own head and, you know, working with it and just understanding that this is a full moon. This is an optimal time for healing and releasing anything I'm done with. Okay, a couple weeks, we'll have the new moon. That's a great time to focus on manifesting desires and intentions. And then, yeah, each of us individually, just notice the personal connection with our vitality, our moods. And then we can really, really get in touch more with the divine magic of the moon. So, like I mentioned, she's got these 3 lighted white birds, doves, and she has big white wings in this picture. And she's wearing a white dress with a dark blue scarfy wrap, cape, I don't know what. And she's up in the clouds. Like, she's like kind of the moon right now. She is the moon goddess right now. Haniel's aura is bluish white, like the full moon's glow. The crystal associated with Haniel is the moonstone, which has magical nurturing energy associated with it. So if you have a moonstone, you can hold it or wear it whenever you wish to feel close to Haniel. She will care for you with her nurturing mother energy and affect miracles with her love for you. Let me read that again because I was daydreaming. I was trying to think if I had a moonstone and if this one ring that my high school lover, yeah, because I had a lover in high school. Oh, you didn't have a boyfriend who was 4 years older than you? I should go look at this ring because I don't know if it is a moonstone, but I thought of it, so maybe I'll go wear it today. She will care for you with her nurturing mother energy and affect miracles with her love for you. Okay, I think it's a green moonstone, and when you move it, there's like this star that moves kind of with it. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is a green moonstone. It's got 2 little chunks of a chunk off of a chip of a chunk of a little diamond on the side. It's a very dainty little ring, you know, because I was in high school. It was cute. It's cute though. I'm trying to see what carat or whatever is written on the inside, but I'm too old now to read those little numbers. No idea. Anyways, it's cute, and guess it fits on my ring finger. The best, of course. That's like the most comfortable finger to wear a ring, and I have not had a ring there in a long time. So yeah, got through my not anniversary yesterday, and I don't really want to say got through it because I didn't actually really think much about it. It was just Halloween, and we had a good trick-or-treat experience in my community. The church got all the kids together, and there was about 30, I would say. And we just walked up and down the road, went to all the houses, and it was a great community together feel. And everyone had a good time. And now there's way too much sugar and candy and junk in the house, but it was in the name of fun. And for me, it was just like talking to people, getting out, being together, and I loved it. So it was good. It was good. Now, where did we leave off? Okay, I think we're done with the moon. I got my green moonstone. It's a very light color green. It's actually a beautiful little ring. Like, she's cute and dainty. And yeah, I like her because I have not had a ring on forever. So I will wear her today. And when I look at this ring, I will think of Archangel Haniel. I will honor my feelings. I will think about how I am now married to the moon. Since I made love to it last night, I'll marry. Sure, we can get married for today. And yeah, let's talk about passion now, since we've already been. Passion, according to Archangel Haniel, says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and your career. So wherever your passion is erupting or sprouting or showing itself or feeling itself, you've got to trust it and follow it. Yeah, if it makes you feel alive, do it. Do it. Do things that make you feel good, that make you breathe deep. Ooh, excuse me, that make you burp. That make you, that make you want to do things. She says, playing it safe can lead to staleness and depression. You've asked for more happiness and definite direction. Archangel Haniel says, I've lit the flame of passion in your heart to lead and guide you. It's safe for you to take risks and follow your heart's desires. Ask me to be your partner along your path of passion, to guide and nurture you. When you feel a strong knowingness alongside a burning passion, pay attention, as this is my way of giving you information about your next step. So when you feel a strong knowingness alongside a burning passion, pay attention, because more steps and information and guidance will be given. And that's guidance in itself, following your passion, right? That's what Bashar says, follow your passion as far as you can with no expectations. Like again and again and again. You just keep on choosing and trusting to follow what excites you, what is you're passionate about. Now, she says that Archangel Haniel's name means glory of God. Is that what? I thought the other one said grace. Anyways, glory, grace of God. Kyle said, hold on, I have to go back. The grace of God or glory of God, okay? How about the graceful glory of God? We might have to compromise here for the Instagram write-up. Glory of God, and Haniel can help give you glory to God by living your highest potential. She'll groom your hidden talents and help you polish your skills. Then, when you apply your masterful way to your true passions, divine magic occurs. So yeah, start doing the things. This goes exactly with what I just posted on YouTube from Daniel Scranton. You get good at what you practice. So it's like, if you're like, well, I've always wanted to do this, but I don't know if I'm really, really good at it. So we'll start doing it because you're excited about it. Take it as far and as long as you continue to be excited about it. If you enjoy it, then practice it, do it, live it, be it, get excited about it. That's how you can give glory to God, by living your highest potential, by actually living and being excited about things and doing things and just following your guidance. Don't you think that's a beautiful way to honor your life and honor God and honor your feelings? Yes, absolutely. And then divine magic will occur. So how do you know how to do this? Well, you got to have sensitivity, she says. You've got to notice your energies, your emotions, yourself, your feelings. Sensitivity is a beautiful and powerful gift. And there's no such thing as being too sensitive. Your sensitivity helps you know the truth about situations and people. And it's important for you to trust and follow all your hunches, intuitions, and impressions. Haniel says spend some time alone in nature to further develop your sensitivity. Avoid harsh situations and chemicals. At home or at work, ask me to help you choose life-affirming foods and beverages, companions, and activities. Know that it's safe for you to feel deep emotions as they're part of your sensitivity. So Archangel Haniel says, envision us, visualize the two of us sealed in beautiful bluish white light. The light dissolves any lower energies, transmuting them into love. The light also helps you distinguish between your own feelings and those of other people. So Archangel Haniel also helps us to honor, she helps us to honor our natural cycles, our moods, our rhythms, with the moon, within ourself, with our sensitivities. And Archangel Haniel assists us in embrace all aspects of ourselves, including our strengths, our setbacks, and shadows. So you can call upon Archangel Haniel if you ever feel unsure or bad about yourself. Please call on her. Visualize you sealed within a bluish white light with her. And let that energy dissolve any of the lower energies, transmute it all into love. And also, she'll help you distinguish between your feelings and those of other people, especially if you have a tendency to take on other people's stuff. Yeah. Feel good about yourself, she says. Archangel Haniel will help you appreciate yourself and see how beautiful you are right now. How beautiful you are right now. Being yourself, honoring yourself, doing what makes you feel alive, following your passions, being at peace with who you are, being at peace with your shadow, with how you're feeling, with the cycle that you're in, and how you resonate with the moon. Honor yourself and your feelings. Notice what makes you tick, and capitalize upon your natural abilities and your natural cycles. So yeah, you can call on Archangel Haniel to help you, uplift you, feel good about you, help you listen to your sensitivities and your guidance, help you have more trust, maybe help renew your passion. Maybe you'd like her to help transmute some lower energies into love, or just help you to, more like me, to feel my feelings even more and know what is mine and what I need to listen to and what I should be following. Yeah. And definitely honoring myself more, right? So honor, like right now, physically, I'm trying to honor myself, like she says, by putting good things in my body for the most part. I could lay off of the black tea and the decaf instant coffee. I'm just trying to get through the weather change here. But also just really accept who we are and be who we are. And honor ourselves and our feelings. All right. Boy, drinking lots of tea today. I can definitely tell I was talking a lot, and I've been I was like, I better eat something. I was like, oh, I could put something good in my body, but there's also all these almond joys and mounds and Twix bars. And I figured with all that coconut, I basically had fruit for breakfast, right? All right, so sensitivities, moon cycles, moon waters, honoring our feelings. I feel like the best deck for Archangel Haniel, and maybe the only deck, because I'm not getting any other ideas, is the Flowers Oracle by Antonella Castelli, which is the Bach flower remedies, the Bach flower essences, because talk about extra sensitive medicine. Talk about, some people, it's hard to believe, right, that, we can work with plant medicine on such an energetic and really like, wait, you're just like putting the flowers in the water and you're letting them sit under the sun or the moon. I'm assuming you could make a moon essence, like you can make moon water. And then, you're just putting some of that in the bottle. And it's like, how can something so, quote, diluted still hold the energies? And I think that maybe is kind of like a topic for Archangel Haniel. It's like we don't realize or acknowledge sometimes how extra sensitive to energies we are. So it's kind of like along the lines with homeopathic remedies as well. You're like, wait, how does this even work? All right, so I'm laughing because my ex-husband's texting me about how much he weighs. He went from a heavyweight to almost a lightweight. I'll say, just don't fall down into straw weight. That means my weight. In fighting, straw weight's like how much I weigh. Anyways, he's lost like 50 pounds. Because that's what happens when you divorce me. You'll lose 50 pounds. So anyways, I gave him a fist sign because that's my weight class. Better not. So anyways, I kind of feel like maybe we're just going to pull from one deck for Archangel Haniel. Passion, moon cycles, sensitivity, honoring your feelings. Yeah, how are you feeling? What are you feeling? Now, flower essences, I think, are the perfect way to, remedy your feelings. And you're like, what? Remedy your feelings. When I was like 21, I got really into flower essences. Like I found like a Bach flower pamphlet and it had like a quiz to let you, he says, I'll beat your ass for the straw weight title. I should just push pause and fight with him for a minute. But anyways, I got like really into flower essences because I was really aware that I had repetitive thinking. I had some things that it's like I wanted to clear up with. And so I always looked at it between like the flower essences and my intentions, because I explained it to myself that way. But whatever, something worked, and it was when I was working with the Bach flower essences. So anyways, these are these cards. It's a very small deck, and I gotta shut my phone off. He's sending me wrestling gifts, and I was sending him one at the same time. This could go on all morning. I have to ignore him. All right. So these ladies, how many cards are in here? I don't know, maybe 25. How many Bach flower essences are there? 38. There's 38 cards. And Edward Bach was a physician, like 1912. And he started developing his own concepts, during his medical practice, because he was working with not just the patient's body, but also their personality. And yeah, he realized that, he could help people with flowers. So let me see here. I want to read a little nerdy history for just 1 second about Edward Bach. So he was paying attention to the personality of the patient. Or he was not paying attention to the personality of the patient. He was only concentrating excessively and exclusively on the physical aspect. Now, at the same time in his own life, he began having serious health problems. He underwent emergency surgery in 1917. The doctors were like, dude, you only have 3 months to live. But he threw himself into his work anyways, driven by his passion for his research. So I had to say that like that for Archangel Haniel. He himself attributed his surprising recovery, because the doctors were like, you only have 3 months to live. He said, it was my enthusiasm that I credit my recovery. His illness went into remission and disappeared, appearing only many years later, I guess. But anyways, they were like, you only have 3 months. It went away for years. Bach's discovery of homeopathy was fundamental, as he recognized an underlying uniformity of principles with his own thought. It is necessary to consider and therefore cure the patient and not the illness. So he worked to synthesize the 7 nosods, a type of homeopathic therapy that won his a certain fame in circles of alternative medicine. Blah, blah, blah. Let's fast forward to a little bit later. He birthed the Bach's flower remedies. As he wished to further analyze the aspect, he began working with curative natural remedies based on spontaneous flowers. The first 3 were impatiens, mimulus, and clematis. And then he left London. He dedicated himself full-time to researching flora therapy. And then he got 12 together, the 12 healers, and he began sharing his studies. And then over the last years, he synthesized remedies from another 7 flowers, calling them the helpers for their capacity to boost the action of the healers, to which he later added another 19 remedies. And then in 1935, the remedies accounted to the 38 that I'm holding in my hands that we know today. And then he didn't die until 1936. And it was a relapse of the tumor that had gone into remission 18 years earlier. So it's like, dude got 3 months to live. His passion, his enthusiasm, his purpose kept him going for another 18 years. So he could get this flower therapy, floral therapy, flower essences completed. And they're fucking amazing. They really, really are. And I had my own personal experience as a young woman with them, and I don't really use them too often at all, really, because you move on to other things. But I definitely have nothing but good to say about Rescue Remedy and the flower essences, and I think it's good. I think it is good. So I feel like we're supposed to work with the flower essences today with Archangel Haniel, because she wants to talk about being extra sensitive. Let me see the last. Oh man, he sent me a good one in your face. Dang, period. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. It's Joanna, the champion. I don't know if she's still the champion, but I like her. All right, so yeah, I don't watch people punch each other in the face anymore. I don't really feel like that's good for my personal energy, because I, as well, would enjoy punching people in the face. I almost I almost became a fighter. Let's just go back to that same time period when I was 19, 20, 21. I had an opportunity to hang out with a fighter, and I almost did, and trained in the gym with him. But I was just like in the mood for a boyfriend, and he chewed like tobacco, and I was like, I don't want to hang out with you. So anyways, hence my career as a mixed martial arts fighter, I never pursued it because, you know, this guy chewed tobacco. However, I feel like there might be a parallel reality where I've been punching people in the face. Hopefully I'm retired by now. I have a heavy bag in the garage. I got my own gloves. But you can't punch people in the face in real life. It's a big no-no. All right, so anyways, the first one coming in with Archangel Haniel is, she's holding the justice scales. Scrolanthus, number 28. So we're going to put her up there. Yeah, like I said, it's a big no-no. It's a big no-no to punch people in the face. I get number 28. She looks like the Justice card, you know, and she's wearing a pink dress. Okay, last time I'm checking the messages, Drag Champion. Oh my God, drives me nuts. All right, hey, I'm happy to be getting along with my ex-husband. Okay, because you want to get along with everybody. You really do. Your enemies are your biggest teachers, so make them your best friends. Right now in the Lynn V. Andrews, I think I'm on Crystal Woman. I'm not sure even which book I'm reading. It's the one where she's in the outback. So she's got like this little evil dude that's crawled into her solar plexus area and is making her sick, making her depressed. And what they're doing for him is building him a hut. So it's like if you have an enemy, if you have an entity, if you have a negative feeling, build it a little house. Don't push it away. Literally embrace it at first. So if another warrior comes from another town to battle you, you set them up with the finest accommodations, the nicest room, good food, good service. You want them to be at their best. So if you're a fighter, you understand this because you don't want to win because you pick a weak opponent. You want to fight the best and you want to win fighting the best. So if in your life you feel like you have an opponent, whether it be a person or just a feeling, an emotion, an issue, something inside of you, start to look at it like you are my most favorite challenge. You are my best opponent. I'm going to learn so much from you. And when I conquer you, and I will conquer you, I will be so proud because you are the best at what you do as well. Okay, so anyways, we'll just get that out of the way. Number 28 says Scrolanthus. I think that's how you say it. It's Sclera, Scrolanthus. Anyways, it says, getting your instincts and rationality to agree is necessary for making a choice. Once you find balance, the capacity to decide returns spontaneously. If you cannot have everything, you appreciate what you have. Ooh. If you cannot have everything, you appreciate what you have. And it's like she does have this message about honoring your feelings, being sensitive, but then it's also this message and getting your instincts, your feelings, your intuition, that part of you, your feeling self, balanced with your rationality, right? So she's got the two scales. On one side, we have our feelings, our emotional, our sensitivity. On the other side, we have it could be like feminine and masculine. We've got our feminine intuition, sensitivities, feeling. On the other side, we have our masculine logic, rationality, get things done, I don't know, drive, willpower. It is a balancing act, and one that neither side is better than the other. You need both. We've talked about this. If you are only in your extra sensitive feeling, emotions, feminine energy, the moon energy, if you only have that, you're going to be a fucking mess. You're going to be crying all the time. You're not going to actually know how to act on your guidance. Any type of imbalance in either direction does not serve you. It is when you get your instincts and your rationality to agree. That's what's necessary for making a choice. When you get yourself lined up, when you embrace and marry both within you, the masculine and the feminine, when you devour and eat them both, right? So it's like, listen, you've got to honor all parts of you. Archangel Haniel says you must honor your masculine, you must honor your feminine, you must honor your light, you must honor your dark. Just like the moon is not always in full bloom, those new moons can be very, very dark nights indeed. And we don't curse the moon for having its dark days. We honor it and we capitalize upon it. But it is this balance of knowing the cycles, of knowing who you are, of knowing the energies that you have within you, all of them. We find the balance. And then she says the capacity to decide returns spontaneously. It's like, dang. It's like if you've been stuck in indecision because you've had an imbalance of your masculine and feminine, then all of a sudden, like, you rebalance somehow. You go out into nature, you accept who you are, you do whatever it takes. Then bam, it's like, why was this decision so hard? Because I just freaking figured it all out. Yeah, it was because you came back into balance. And then it all returns spontaneously. I do like that it says, if you cannot have everything, you appreciate what you have. So really just, even if you feel like you're missing out or you don't have something, well, do not focus upon that. Let's appreciate what we do have. Appreciate what we do have. All right. So yeah, I like working with the sensitivity. She says, close your eyes and really feel the one that's popping up. It's actually the second one from the bottom. It's popping up on its side. All right. It's popping up on its side. And it is white chestnut. And I feel like I have to honor her being on her side. So I'm going to put her over here she fits better on the passion side, actually. So I'm going to put her there. Is that okay? Is that okay? No, she says, no, it's not. Put her at the bottom. Okay. All right. She's at the bottom now. Yeah, I was like, is that okay? No, that's not okay. All right, this is number 35. It's white chestnut. She's on the side. She came out on her side. Now, this lady has like her index finger up to her lip. Like she's thinking, or I don't know, being coy, or I don't know how you would describe this. And so now she's on her side. So she's kind of looking up at the moon. It looks like, I see why you wanted it under here. It's the same color blue as the moon cycle card. And so it almost looks like, oh my gosh, there's a circle of blue behind her, like a blue moon. So it looks like the white chestnut lady is laying on the moon. Like she is laying in the sky, laying down, sleeping, resting in the moon, contemplating in the moon, next to her beautiful white chestnut flowers that's almost as big as her, right? So she's like sleeping with the white chestnut on the blue moon. And I think this actually was a blue full moon last night. Pretty certain it was our second one. And white chestnut, with the whitish blue moon here says, dispel your thoughts. They are not the only truth. They are not your guide, especially when they become repetitive mental chatter. Find calm in a steady rhythm. All right, and the church bells wanted to be a part of that as well, so I let them, especially because it said find calm in a steady rhythm, and then the church bells were right beside us. Did you hear them? If not, it was just a big long pause, but I heard them and I enjoyed them. And I love having the church bells on a Sunday morning. All right, so here we are talking about our feelings in a world that is overly masculine, that is overly logical. It's like I don't care how you feel, tell me what you think, like that kind of world. And white chestnut, it says, It's like total moon energy. She's like, excuse me, dispel your thoughts. They are not the only truth. And how many times, and that is true, how many times do you think a thought that is not yours and you know it because it's ugly and horrible and upsetting? That's one thing that my daughter this year, she'd be like, I just had this really bad thought and I feel like a bad person for thinking it. And I have to tell her, listen, sometimes a thought comes in, it's not yours. You're not going to start being a cannibal. Like, she just has this weird shit come in her mind sometime. And it's like you have to realize just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. They are not the only truth. They are not your guide. If you are allowing yourself to be guided by your thoughts, sweetheart, I guarantee you're being misdirected by your ego all the damn time, or somebody else's ego, or society's ego. You can't listen to your thoughts. You really can't. You have to tap in and find the balance within you, with your intuition, with your feelings, with your extra sensitive skills and readings and resonance to energies and emotions. So they're not your guide, especially when they become repetitive mental chatter. Now, motherwort tincture also helped me to calm my mind when I was in my 30s, and like flower essences helped me in my 20s. Motherwort and vodka helped me in my 30s. So just different times. Now that I'm in my 40s, I've got this shit under control. I really do. And for the most part, 78%. So white chestnut wants us to find calm in a steady rhythm, okay? And to dispel your thoughts. So she's like, sleep in the energy of the full blue moon. Find the blue, tranquil ray of energy, the vibrations. Dispel your thoughts. Meditate. Clear your mind. Breathe. Breathe. Find a different rhythm. Find a calm and steady rhythm to balance your energies. All right, so let's see if there's anything else that Archangel Haniel wants to bring in today. Balancing our energies, quieting our mind. Whoa. Okay, one shot out on the floor, and then there's another one that also wants to come out. Okay, so here, the one that also wanted to follow the one on the floor is Larch. Oh, so cute. She's got her finger, her pointer finger, up on her lips too, but more to the side, and she's sort of got her other hand on her other hip, and she's sort of cocking out like, like thinking. It's number 19, sassy 19-year-old Larch. I gotta move this over. Her blouse matches the purple under or in the sensitivity card. So perfect. And that one was following the one that hit the floor, which is Oak, number 22. Her hands are up, both behind her head, completely confident and relaxed. So let's see what else Archangel Haniel wants to bring in, and I think that's it, she says. So I'm going to put the deck over. I like this spread. It's really a little different, but also balanced and grounded, and it feels good. Now, Larch, Larch, number 19, says, take heart. Everything is fine. Take heart. Everything is fine. Everything you need is already within you. It is useless to seek it in a panic and useless to find excuses not to act. Let me read that again. It is useless to seek it in a panic and useless to find excuses not to act. You are perfectly capable of dealing with the situation, so take action. So it's like Scrolanthus balanced us so that we could make a decision. White chestnut calmed us so that we could tap into our sensitivities and feelings and intuition. And now Larch says you have no more excuses. You may take action now. So take action. Everything you need is already within you. Appreciate what you have. You've got everything that you need. Everything is fine. And seeking in panic or making excuses for yourself is absolutely ridiculous and useless right now. You are perfectly capable. So take action on your passion. Quit making excuses for not following your intuition, for not doing what you want to do, for not pursuing your interests that make you feel a little spark of life within you. You're balanced. You have everything you need. You're ready. Now take action. Do it. Fill today up following your highest excitement. Sure, do the dishes and laundry if you must. I need to. Maybe one load. Just keep up with whatever it is that you want to do. But what you really should do today, try it out. If you can do this on the first day of the month here, be like, you know what? I'm going to start something new for me. Something that I've wanted to begin, right? Let's begin by listening to what excites us and honor ourselves by allowing ourselves to pursue it. You are perfectly capable. You are perfectly capable. If you need to make a decision in your life, she says, then you are perfectly capable now because you've balanced your energies, you've gained the insight, you're not lying to yourself anymore, you're absolutely taking note of how you feel, and now take action. Oak, number 22, says you are strong and persevering. Tenacity is your best quality, even if you don't always realize it. Now you can loosen the reins. Stop fighting the flow of life. Stop fighting the life flow and the true needs of your soul. Enjoy flexibility. Enjoy going with the flow. Enjoy following your passions. Enjoy the light of the moon. Enjoy the relaxing, the breathing, the balancing, the flowing. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy honoring your feelings. Enjoy being extra sensitive. And enjoy trusting and following your renewed passions. in all aspects of your life. And that's where we drift off into quiet, peaceful moon energy, extra sensitive, just beingness and honoring of self, of others, of how you want to be in this world, how you feel. Yes, absolutely. Are we going to quit thinking? Unfortunately, no. We still have to think and honor all aspects of ourselves. But you know what? Give yourself permission to regain control by regaining your balance if needed. So anyways, thank you so much to Archangel Haniel. It's very peaceful, very calm, very clear, centered, and not that means that it's not going to be productive, because once you get into this energy with her, she says you will be able to focus. If you want to learn how to play the harp, learn how to play the harp. If you want to go on an adventure, learn something new, be with the moon. It really is up to you what you want to do, but you're acting from a place of clarity and self-respect and honoring and understanding of self and understanding of, how you tick and talk in the world with the moon and with the moon energies. So anyways, thank you, oak, white chestnut, larch, scrolanthus, and Archangel Haniel.